So let's start with the rocket pocket. For the rocket pocket we have the 4 card pieces. The top, the 2 side pieces, our 5 stabilizers, the back piece, interfaced already, and 1 interfacing left. We are only going to fuse this after the card pockets are done. Start with the longer pieces H and fold them in half. I already did this for all of them. Then we are going to fuse the stabilizer strips right at the fold. It's important it's not on the fold, but just right in the fold. Do this for all 4 and fuse. The top card pocket piece, the stabilizer strip need to be fused 1/4 inch from the top. I measured this already, so this is 1/4 inch. They are now all fused. The side where the stabilizer is the front. I always start with the starter piece. Then my thread is more secure, and I'm less likely to unthread from the needle, because I don't think it's anybody's hobby to rethread a machine. That's also the reason why I changed stitch. And I end again with the starter piece. On 3 of these, I will draw a line with a fabric marker 3/8 of the inch. This will be the top of the next card pocket. Since the bottom card pocket does not have a follower, we do not need to draw the line there. If you accidentally did, no harm done, because it is a fabric marker. Here I draw a line 1 inch from the bottom. This will be a stitch line. On the bottom piece, I do the same, but on the inside. We're going to stitch on the inside, so we do not see the stitch line there. On this piece, we draw a line 5/8. because 1/4 will be in the seam allowance. So then we are left with 3/8 inch, the same as here. I take one of the 3 pieces with the lines on. I place them here right on top of the fabric marketing line. I clip or I pin. I'm going to stitch on this line. We take the second piece, place it on the line we drew, clip or pin, and stitch on this line. Third pocket, place it on the drawn line, clip or pin, and stitch. The last card pocket, place it on the line, clip or pin, lift the top layer up and sew on the line hidden inside the pocket. Now we need to grade this. Grading means not cutting everything like this, but gently. This on this line, another layer of fabric, on another place. This way everything will not sink in, but it will be gradually. Now baste stitch the card pockets. It needs to be inside the seam allowance. The seam allowance is 1/4 of an inch, so we are going to baste at 1/8 of an inch. If you start here, you will not disturb the pockets. If you would start here, it's possible your machine would do this, and that's not what we want. So start here. For the other side, turn your pocket and start again at the bottom. This is just a basting stitch, remember. Place the 2 side wings right side together on top of the card pockets. And pin or clip. Here I clip because it's already a lot of layers of fabric. With clipping, it's a little less disturbing. Now sew with 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. Press open. This is how the front looks. This is the back. And this is the time when we're going to fuse the stabilizer. Pin the back piece, right sides together. And we are going to stitch, but leaving this open to turn. This will be our turning hole. How are we going to stitch? 1/4 here, then we make a 90-degree turn and we stitch till here. The top, down there, and then again just here for the turning hole. So we start here and we'll do this. We're now going to fold both layers of fabric towards the inside. Clip them. And now we're going to stitch from there to there. Why are we doing that? So our corner will be a lot nicer when we turn this pocket inside out. This is stitched. Here again we fold both layers of fabric towards the inside. We clip. We're going to stitch the top of the pocket. Fold both layers of fabric towards the inside, clip, and stitch the last side. This is our last corner. Fold both layers, clip, and now we're going to stitch from here, turn 80 and 90 degrees and towards the end. For the end, for the start, I use a stitch length that is way smaller than my normal stitch length. My normal stitch length is 2.5. For here I use 1.5. Fold this towards the middle. This hole will be left open, but it will be a lot easier to make it nice, visually pleasing when we fold this already or pre-fold it. Now turn it inside out. Make sure all the corners are out. I use a chopstick for that. It's blunt, still pointy and dirty. Fold the bottom, the opening in the bottom, towards the inside of the pocket. This will be a slip pocket, and it will become a slip pocket when we place it on top of something else. So for temporary measures, we are just going to glue this. We are not yet top stitching it. As glue, I like Fabri-Tac. You can use whatever glue you like. You can do it without glue. You can do it with double-sided tape. You can hand stitch it close. It's completely up to you. So the only thing we need to do now is top stitch the top of the thing, because this will be a slip pocket. So here the sides and the bottom will get stitched, but the top will not get stitched. So we do that now.